Greetings, 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 and thank you so much for joining yet another snapshot. You know, it's the home of the 15-minute selfie with Marilyn Green. That's me, the hostess with the mostest. So, on Snapshot, it is where you get to do only you. And of course, it would be wrong if you didn't share the show, tag a friend, share the show. I got two dynamic guests that are coming up to talk about something that is very passionate to their heart. And it's such a great thing because it's all about community to me. You know, whenever you're done, and everybody knows I'm a baby boomer, so I knew when it was a real community and everybody knew everybody's name on the block and all that. So I'm thinking that they're trying to keep that model within what they're doing. So now, if you want to come on my show, no excuse, okay? Just go ahead on and text me or call me or text me, and I would love to have you on. And so you can get to do whatever you want to do on my show. All right. So without further ado, let me take this down. Let me hide this. Without further ado, I'm going to bring my guest up and put them on the stage at this point. All right. Hey, Holston. I love that first name, Mr. Black. And hey, how you doing? And Aimee Dunlap. Hey, so
Oh,
happy that you guys could join me today to talk about something that I think is so super great. Now, they are part of the Old North St. Louis Restoration Group. And one of their mission is to revitalize the physical and social dimensions of the Old North neighborhood in respect that it helps to bond and keep the historical and the cultural urban character. Now, for those who are watching who are not from St. Louis, can one of you guys tell me what's the reason why it's called Old North as opposed to just North, right? So one of you guys just jump in and tell us about that. So we'll set the stage with that. Go ahead,
Oh,
Amy. Or
okay.
it doesn't
Well,
matter who, just come on in. We just like
yeah, we
to
both love the history.
do
so
it.
the neighborhood was founded in the early 1800s, and it was around just north of St. Louis City. And so there was some little competition and growth or whatever. But before we were absorbed, um, it is probably like two or three neighborhoods up from the Arch. And we are North St. Louis in all its positive and diverse ways. But we are a very interesting community that even physically in the circles of the when it was founded around 1816, it has mind, body, soul as far as circles and places in the neighborhood. So it's always been interesting, and we hope to continue that.
That sounds good. Amy, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, it's just exactly what Holston said. The neighborhood's been here a really long time, and we have a couple of really old buildings in the neighborhood. But it
Okay.
shares, a lot of history with some of the neighborhoods around. Yeah, but
Okay.
it's been here a while.
Right. So, okay, what made you guys come there and what makes you stay? Amy, tell me about that.
Yeah, I am not from St. Louis.
Okay.
I grew up in Memphis, and so I really like old neighborhoods and I like diverse neighborhoods. And there's a lot of arts here, and I really loved that there were so many gardens and green spaces. So when I was trying to pick a neighborhood in St. Louis to be my neighborhood, where I would settle in, this seemed like the perfect place. And so I've been living
Okay.
here for about 9 years now.
Wow. Okay. And Holston, tell me about you.
Same. I grew up in University City,
Okay.
and when I came back from Seattle, I wanted to find a place that had interesting architecture, both old and new, um, and also wanted to be in a diverse area. Excuse me.
Hmm.
And this is probably one of the more diverse neighborhoods in North St. Louis, and and fairly eclectic.
Very, very,
Yeah,
very.
and the housing and the spacing. There's a lot of renovations which are possible, but there's a lot of green spaces, as Amy said, and so I like the kind of the density as opposed to Central West End and other areas.
Yeah. Now help me out. I am from the St. Louis metropolitan area. I live in Illinois, of course. I'm from East St. Louis. But is that the place, would that be considered the Old North, where old Bush Stadium used to be? A long time ago. I
It
remember
was,
my dad taking me.
yeah, it was west of us, but pretty
Okay.
close. So people in our neighborhood could have walked to the baseball games.
Okay. I
Yeah.
remember the old one before the other one, and then the other one,
Right.
Bush Stadium. Right. Okay. I'm just trying to get my geographic
Yeah.
part together. Right. But hey, that's really exciting. I love when people decide to say, no, I'm not moving away. I'm going to stay and I'm going to build it up. So what you guys are doing with the Old North St. Louis Restoration Group, it's just super great. And I love this one part that you guys have. You said, it's a community. Community is more than a collection of buildings. It's the people who live in the neighborhood and the social bonds among them. Now, based on that, is this the area where they have Crown Candy? Is this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this you are? Oh, okay.
That's
I know exactly where it is now. Okay, Crown Candy. That's pretty one of the biggest iconic places there. What else do you have, guys, going on in there? That's their community and how it's been there. It's a staple, basically, right? That everybody knows, but sometimes people don't know the lines. What's old, what's new, what's whatever. But what else do you guys have? I know you got Crown, and what else?
We have a number of arts organizations in the neighborhood, a lot more than many other neighborhoods have. Maybe not Grand Center, but it ranges from, for kids or for adults, and
Okay.
and a really nice gallery with Zuka Arts in the 14th Street artist community. It's a very vibrant scene there on the weekends.
Okay. All right. Holston, you want to
Well,
add?
yeah, so it's a range of things. As she said, we have for the young folks, we have building futures and teaching girls and boys how to build confidence through woodworking projects.
Oh,
So they actually make stuff with their hands, put the screens down, use tools, power tools.
wow.
And, from the third grade on up and goes to schools. I'm on the board, so I know a little bit about it.
Okay.
And but we have Central Print. She mentioned Zuka. Central Print focuses on letterpress, which is the old way of making newspapers and things.
Oh,
We also have a number of like hair salons and beauty places. Rack Salon. Elizabeth St. James does clothing. We also have Lafitte, who has clothing for diverse size women. Headhunters. We also have House of Vision, which is the retail space of dream builders.
okay.
And so they do clothing as well as art and word and books and things. We also have Herb Arts is here. So spoken word is a studio and a space. And we have some other beauty places and some Excelsior Group home areas. We also have some areas coming in. So we have 2 cafes, which will start up this year.
Oh, wow.
And
Very excited.
Yeah, I am too. I'm like, oh, okay.
We had one that closed a couple years ago, and it had the most diverse group of St. Louis people coming in. And so it's really neat to see Black folks, white folks, professionals, every type of person coming in and enjoying being here in the space. So we're working very hard to improve it, and we like the mix, and we're looking forward to some more people moving in and the developers, which are happening in the neighborhood. So I'm on the real estate committee, so I'm also.
Yes, I saw that. Yes. Yeah. You know what's going on for real.
It really does.
For real. Okay, not part way, but all the way.
And for generations, we've had people come in who felt called to come to Old North.
Okay.
And we have a gynecologist who's actually she's building a building on 14th Street. And she's going to live up top. So she's coming in from the county, and she's going to have her office downstairs and her home up top.
Oh, wow.
In the center of the neighborhood. And so it's interesting. We have some, Gabby Bolden is expanding her home care business and building a brand new building. And we have Margaret Goldsmith, who's done a lot of renovations in the area. and we've had a lot of developers. For the last couple of years, there's been a lot of women developing this neighborhood and
Wow.
building
Yeah.
homes and residences as well as expanding the business. So that's exciting.
Oh my God, all that is exciting to me.
Yes.
I'm really excited about that cafe. Aimee, you want to talk about it? You just lit up when he said,
Oh, yeah.
"Hey, what's going on?"
I mean, we all love Crown Candy, but sometimes you want coffee and a pastry or something. And so it's a very heavily awaited cafe to
I
open.
can tell. I'm
Which
like,
is
oh
gonna be,
wow,
we're
yeah,
very excited about that. Any new
that's
food
great.
options are always happy
That's
for
good.
all of us.
You know, I'm excited for you guys, and we're going to talk about something that is coming up for you guys right now. And so, all the things that you name, Mr. Black and Aimee, the coffee shop, and everything, you know, I just think people need to have opportunity to come and see, walk, and tour, and find out even more about this area. In fact, I'm going to come as well. But I'm going to add this to the stage, and I think that this flyer right here really depicts some of the things that you guys have already talked about. The different colors, the old neighborhood, North St. Louis, those different colors to me represents the diversity that's there. That's me, my interpretation of art, right? And so I love the different type of fonts and also the buildings. You see the arch and everything. So this pretty much tells a lot about what you guys just talked about. But tell me a little bit about this house tour and arts festival that's coming up Saturday, September 21st from 10 to 5. Come on. Start it off, Aimee. You shaking your head. So I'm going to let you go
I'm
first.
excited about that. So we've got a lot of neighborhoods do house tours, and we have our own version of a house tour. And so this year on the tour, we've got a mix of businesses, some apartments, some neighbors that are still rehabbing their building. And so people can see buildings in different stages of progress. We have the new doctor's office that Holston was talking about. That's going to be on the tour. So it's a neat mix of really old buildings, brand new buildings. Sump Coffee, which is moving into the neighborhood. They're going to have their building open, which is exciting.
Wow.
And then in addition to the houses, we're having our arts festival.
Oh.
And so that's really celebrating the arts in the neighborhood. We have a number of murals that are really gorgeous. Paulette Sankova did this Doors of Old North project a couple of years ago. So we have all of these beautifully painted doors. We're going to have some arts vendors, and we have space for more vendors if people are interested. And we'll have a lineup of local music from the St. Louis region all day long.
Oh,
and
wow.
a few arts activities so people can come and participate in some chalk art and some other kinds of art. It'll be a fun day. So
I know it's going to be a fun day. Now you said something about they can be. You have room for more vendors. Where would they go? Would they go to your website?
Yeah, if you go to our website, onsl.org, you can hit /tour, or you can find it from the website itself. It's linked to the front. And that gives you information about the House Tour and Arts Festival, and also links. If you want to come and volunteer, you get a free house tour ticket if you volunteer. If you just want to come and buy tickets, you can do that there. You can sign up to be a vendor. And if anyone wants to sponsor the event and have an ad in the booklet, we're always happy to see sponsors.
Always about sponsorship, okay? Yeah. If you want to sponsor, you want to volunteer, we want you to come, but these are some other options for you, right? So please go to their website there. Is there anything you want to add, Holston, about what's coming up here?
Yeah, so the arts festival is also pretty interesting because it's a range of arts. We have several neighbors who, they might be in finance or engineering or different things, but they also have passion about making things, growing things, making art. So some of those are going to also be on display and selling their work. And it's that whole thing around people having diverse interests. And there's a group, the Arts Guild, and it's a lot of senior artists, Black and white, in the neighborhood. They get together, and they've been creating things for decades. And so it's a really great mix where you have all generations doing their thing and being proud of it. So we're excited to have that opportunity for people to share what they're into and what they're doing.
I love that. And so also I didn't put it up here, but I'm gonna try to put it in once this comes on, I'm gonna put it in. But they're gonna be having music all day long. They're gonna have blues and soul. They got folk rock, bluegrass, reggae. They have a singer and a songwriter. So they got an outdoor stage on Crown Square, and it's 1400 St. Louis Avenue. And one of the things I loved about what I was reading here, it said free ice cream. Okay. Who wants to talk about the free ice cream? Well, what can we do here to get some free ice cream? Okay.
Yeah, our neighbors at Crown Candy Kitchen donated some gallons of ice cream for us. So everyone with a house tour ticket gets a scoop of ice cream. If you just want to come and enjoy the music, Crown Candy is open with ice cream, and we'll have a food truck. The Waco Taco food truck will be here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there's definitely plenty of good eats to be had.
I really like that, you know. So is there anything else you guys want to add that perhaps we missed, you know, in our last few seconds here or whatever? But this has really been fun. I'm excited about this. I love when communities become community, stay community, and work on the community. So is there anything either one of you guys want to add?
There'll also be some houses featured for sale.
Oh,
and places for rent. But we have a new renovation plus 2 houses which we are building, and 2 more houses which will be finished next year. But the goal is to get more residents. We want more people in
okay.
the neighborhood, and all types of people are welcome. So this is a way to get familiar with us, and we have the container house, which a couple built a couple years ago. Some interesting things. So we would love to have people come into the neighborhood and stay and live here.
Okay. Anything else you want to add, Aimee?
No, it's a great neighborhood. I love it. It's like Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Oh my God.
So many awesome neighbors. That do
Won't
all
you be
kinds
my neighbor? Won't you be my neighbor? Okay, so you guys can email them, you know, if you want to volunteer or you want to be a sponsor or you want to move in, I guess, at this point. Okay. And then you can also go to their website, and they are on the social media. So I always call this every show, it's a no excuse kid. It's no excuse trying to find them. But this has been a joy, and I appreciate you guys so much and for what you're doing and the model basically that you're bringing about, you know, and making a glue in a community. That's all you're doing basically, you know. So until next time, you know, I do appreciate you guys, and I have to go back to, I'm going to get it. You have been listening to Snapshot. It's the home of the 15-minute selfie. It's where you get to do only you. Okay, so thank you so much for both of you guys coming on. I appreciate you greatly, and have a super great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome.